Hello friends. Once again, we begin with syllabus of electronics, paper number first, in which we begin with the chapter of electronic instrument, that is first chapter from paper first. And in that we have the topic of the CRO, cathode ray oscilloscope. So in previous lecture, we have the number of concepts, that is we are going to discuss in cathode ray oscilloscope. For example, cathode ray tube and its construction, working, different components, all these things we are already learned in our previous lectures. Now we have actual concept of CRO, its block diagram, and then the description of each block that we will go in detail in this lecture. So let us begin with the presentation. Check carefully. Okay, now check carefully the block diagram of cathode ray oscilloscope. So we begin with one of the block, that is the topmost part. So we have given a input Y signal. So input signal as Y is given to the vertical attenuator, and that we can adjust the amplitude using volt per division. Second block is the vertical amplifier. Then we have delay line. Then this signal will be goes to the vertical deflection plate assembly. So one plate and second plate. So this will be given to the vertical plates of the CRT or cathode ray tube. Now second circuit, we have external sink, that is trigger circuit. Then we have time base, and time base goes to the blanking circuit as well as to the horizontal amplifier, and that will be connected to the horizontal amplifying plates, horizontal deflecting plates H here. So these two plates are horizontal deflecting plates, and before that we have the vertical deflection plates. So one circuit or one block deflect the beam of electron in vertical direction, second block deflect the beam in horizontal direction. And we have a power supply, high voltage power supply line and low voltage power supply. That power supply is given to different blocks of the CRO. And check carefully, we have the input signal with the help of vertical attenuator. First of all, we reduce the amplitude, or we reduce the strength of signal with the help of vertical attenuator, and then again it is amplified, and amplified input goes to the delay line, and after delay line it is connected to the vertical deflection plates of CRT. So already we have learned the concept of CRT, cathode ray tube, and its all other blocks. Now second will be the small part of the vertical attenuator. We take small portion of input signal, input Y signal. That portion is fed to a trigger circuit, and with the help of trigger circuit, the trigger is connected to time base generator. So that portion of circuit, a trigger circuit, that will be given to the time base generator. Time base generator directly connected to the amplifier or horizontal amplifier, and accordingly there is a deflection of electron beam horizontally. So check carefully, this is the diagram of CRO. So the one of the important question asked in examination, draw neat label diagram of cathode ray oscilloscope or block diagram of cathode ray oscilloscope. And now we have the Description of each block. Now check carefully. Number first is vertical attenuator as well as the vertical amplifier. So check the first point. The signal waveform to be observed on screen is applied to vertical amplifier. The signal waveform, whatever we have the electrical signal, that signal is given to the vertical amplifier with the help of vertical attenuator. So that will be the deflection produced in vertical direction. So electron beam deflect in vertical direction according to the incoming signal. Now, second one, the gain of this amplifier is set by the calibrated vertical input attenuator by using volt per division control. So gain of amplifier. So amplify the input signal, and that signal amplified, and then we have to observe on CRO. So that should be, we can observe that particular screen, and that waveform should be appeared. With the help of volt per division, we can set that particular waveform amplitude. So with the help of volt per division, we can set the gain, and accordingly we are able to observe the waveform on screen. Otherwise, if we have very large gain, the signal will be get cut down or the out of the scale. So for that purpose, we have the volt per division knob on the front panel of CRO. Now number third, the push-pull output of these amplifier is fed to the vertical deflection plate of CRT through the delay line. Now this push-pull output of amplifier is fed to the vertical deflection plate of CRT through delay line. So delay line adjusts the time interval, and accordingly there is a fluctuation of the beam in vertical direction. Now we have the second block called delay line. What is special function of delay line in this particular CRO? So check carefully. Number first, already we have learned up to this in last lecture. So check carefully once again. The delay line is used to delay the arrival of input waveform at the vertical deflection plates until the trigger and time-based circuit have a chance to start the sweep of the beam. So check carefully, that already we have learned in the last lecture also. So that is the matching of the vertical as well as the horizontal. So vertical as well as horizontal, these two will should be matched. And for that matching, we have the delay line circuit. So delay line delay the input waveform, that will be go toward the vertical deflection plate, and the signal will be reach at vertical deflection plate until the trigger and time based circuit have sweep the beam. Means horizontal as well as vertical, these should be simultaneously arrive at the CRT or cathode ray tube, so that the beam will be horizontally and vertically deflect simultaneously. And accordingly, we have certain waveform obtained on the screen. Now, number second, the leading edge of the waveform can be viewed even though it was used to trigger the sweep, because the delay line introduces a total delay of approximately 0.25 microsecond in vertical deflection channel. So here we have the deflection in vertical, and that can be delayed by 0.25 microsecond, very small time interval, but for electron beam it is the large time interval. And accordingly we have the matching of these vertical as well as the horizontal signals. So this will be the important role of the delay line. Now check carefully the third part, trigger circuit. Now small portion of vertical is connected to trigger circuit. Now check carefully, a stable CRT display can be maintained by starting each horizontal sweep at the same point on the signal waveform. So stable waveform will be generated on CRO. Suppose sine wave will be generated on CRO, and for that purpose there should be a matching of the time and corresponding trigger. So a stable CRT can be maintained by starting each horizontal sweep. So horizontal sweep means the beam will be horizontally sweep, means go forward direction and backward direction. Suppose similar to the pendulum like this. So the electron beam will be sweep in forward direction, backward direction, in horizontal direction. And that will be matched with the vertical as well. So the beam will be sweep the signal with the help of horizontal deflection of beam, and according to signal we have vertical deflection of the beam. So these should be triggered simultaneously. And for that we have the trigger circuit. So when signal reach at the vertical plate, simultaneously the signal should reach or deflection should reach at horizontal plate also. So that is very important part. For that, for number second point, for this purpose, a sample of input waveform is fed to trigger circuit which produces a trigger pulse at some selected points on input waveform. So for that purpose, check carefully. We take sample of input waveform, and that input waveform feed to trigger circuit, and trigger circuit produces trigger pulse at the same some selected points on input waveform. Now check carefully. That is the important part of the CRO. Now check carefully. Suppose we have the crest and trough in waveform. Suppose sine wave, for example, waves on surface of water. So first of all, when crest will be appear at the vertical input, when crest will appear across the vertical input, at the same time, there should be the signal will start the deflecting towards the crest, topmost point, maximum amplitude, then amplitude goes on decreasing zero, then trough means negative half cycle, like that. So here we have the matching of that particular the deflection. So when crest start appearing, there should be a horizontal pulse. Otherwise, if a horizontal pulse is not present, what happens? Crest will become zero, trough will become zero. When there is no horizontal deflection, the beam will go upward direction, crest, maximum amplitude, go in downward direction, zero, trough, maximum, zero. So no deflection in horizontal direction. To observe that, we have the horizontal deflection of beam. So when crest appear as a signal, then only the horizontal deflection should start. Then we appear across, the crest will appear, so y displacement and x displacement, like that. So simply we should have the x and y displacement of beam simultaneously, and then we have the particular crest and trough continuously observed. So for that purpose, the matching of time takes place with the help of the sample of input waveform is fed to the trigger circuit which produces trigger pulse, and that trigger pulse is given to the horizontal deflection plates. So that is second point is very important, and this will be we can understood better in case of practicals. So that part is important part, how the signal appear or we can see the signal on CRO. So that is the important part, point number second. Now number third, this pulse is used to start the time-based generator. So this pulse will be used, trigger pulse is used to start time-based generator. So time-based generator generate the time in which the beam will be deflect horizontally. So one by one we have the detailed understanding of that topic, and we have number of concepts later on related to this particular pulse. So these are the 3 points in trigger circuit. Now we have time-based or sweep generator. Now check carefully. This is also one of the important part. Number first, this circuit produces sawtooth waveform. Now check carefully, sawtooth waveform we can draw like this. So this is the horizontal reference line, and here we have the sawtooth waveform will be look like this. So it is look like the hacksaw blade. So sawtooth waveform that will be generated by the time base like this. Amplitude goes on increasing, then suddenly becomes zero. Amplitude goes on increasing, suddenly becomes zero. So this is ideal case. But in case of practical or practically, there is a small difference. There is a certain time required to become maximum to zero here. So in case of practical sawtooth generator, we have the signal will be look like this. So this will be amplitude goes on increasing, and there is certain time will be required to become zero here. So instead of directly zero, a small time required to become from maximum to zero. Signal should directly become zero, but instead it requires small time interval like this. So these are the sawtooth waves, and that will be generated by the sawtooth generator as in the time base or sweep generator. Now numbers next. Second, the positive going part of the waveform is linear and its rate of rise is adjusted by front panel control mark time per division. Here is time TIMF, oh, sorry, E. So time per division. So here we have the TIME instead of F we have E. So time per division. And number third, in the internal mode of the sawtooth voltage is fed to the horizontal amplifier. So check carefully in the internal mode. So when we have internal mode or internal cycle is given, so internal internal mode of the sawtooth voltage is fed to the horizontal amplifier, and that will sweep the beam of electron in horizontal direction. Now if we have external, number fourth, in the external mode, the external X input is given to horizontal amplified. If we have another input signal as X input signal, we have one Y given to vertical, and second input signal is suppose X. Then it is act as the external mode. In that mode also, the X input sweep the beam in horizontal direction. So there are the two signal, there's two parts as internal and external to sweep the beam in horizontal direction. So this is the time-based generator role. Now number next is the fifth, horizontal amplifier. Now check carefully. Number first, these amplifier amplifies the horizontal X input. These amplifier includes a phase inverter. So this is the concept of phase inverter we are going to learn in detail in next topic. So the amplifier amplify horizontal X input, and that amplifier include phase inverter. Now number second, therefore it produces positive going sawtooth and negative going sawtooth. Positive and negative going sawtooth, that already we have shown in this diagram. Positive going sawtooth, negative going sawtooth like this. So this will be the diagram. These sawtooth signal are applied to the right hand horizontal deflection plate and to left hand horizontal deflection plate of CRT respectively. So this signal is given to the horizontal deflection plates. Now number 4, therefore electron beam move across the screen from left to right. So screen should move from left to right, and in that manner it will display the signal. So this is the role of horizontal amplifier. So after amplification, the electron beam should move from left to right like this. Now number next is the blanking circuit. So one of the important part, it is also the, we have detailed understanding of this, what is meant by blanking. Blank means hide. So blanking circuit is used. So check carefully number first, what we have given in points. So when the spot of CRT screen move from right to left. Now the signal is generate from left to right. Now check carefully, right to left. So right to left, the retrace can cause confusion in it is not eliminated. Now check carefully. Suppose we have the CRO and it will trace this input in one direction. So electron beam deflect like this. Left to right, right to left, right, left to right, right to left. So while moving from left to right, it will display the signal, suppose sawtooth like this. Now, when signal or beam move from right to left, again it will traces the beam, traces the waveform. So there is a overlapping of the left to right waveform and right to left waveform here. So we should hide when electron beam move from right to left. That should be hide means off. The beam should be off when the beam move from the right to left end of screen. So that part is called the done with the help of blanking circuit here. So check carefully. So once again, we have the first point, what we have given. When the spot on CRT screen move from right side to left side, the retraces can cause confusion if it is not eliminated. So retrace is the same type of waveform and there is overlapping of one waveform and second waveform. So there is a confusion between the two waves simultaneously appear on screen. So for that we have the blanking circuit which is used to eliminate these retrace. So when signal traces from left to right direction, it will appear, but from right to left, that should be blank here. So that purpose we have the blanking circuits. The blanking circuit is used to eliminate this retrace. The blanking voltage is produced by sweep generator. So this again voltage is given. All these things depend upon the voltage to the plates. So we have number third point, a high negative voltage is applied to control grid or high positive voltage is applied to cathode in the CRT during the retrace period. Now check carefully what we have given. There are two methods are given. High negative voltage is applied to control grid. Now what is control grid? Once again we have the diagram of CRO and again we have diagram of CRT. Check carefully. Cathode ray oscilloscope and cathode ray tube. So cathode ray tube has this portion. Check carefully, filament, cathode and control grid. Check carefully the cursor. Filament from which electron emitted, and here we have the control grid. Now control grid is given negative potential. Now we know electrons are negatively charged particles. Electrons continuously emitted from cathode with the help of heating filament. Electron continuously emitted from the cathode and that will be go towards the control grid. Then we have pre-accelerating anode, etc. Now, if control grid is positive, then electron attracted to a positive terminal, a positive plates or control grid cylinder. Now, if it is negative, so control grid is given negative potential, then electrons are negatively charged particles, and again we have negative potential, there is a repulsion. So the electrons are stop moving towards the control grid and stop moving towards the screen in short here. So with the help of negative potential, electron does not go towards the screen or we can block the electrons by giving negative potential to the control grid. And this can be happen in case of electron beam moving from right to left. While going from left to right, there is no condition, but from right to left, the electron beam should be off condition. So no electron will reach at the screen. So that we have the negative potential given to the control grid, and so that no electron emitted or go towards the screen. So that is the important part. So one by one we go through this topic, and we have number of points, and that points can be understood with the help of diagrams. So check carefully. So what we have, number third point, a high negative voltage is applied to control grid, or high positive voltage applied to the cathode. If we give on high positive voltage to cathode also, there is also same thing. No electron will be produced in CRT during the redress period. Okay, so that is about the understanding of blanking circuit. So these 3 points are very important to understood the role of blanking circuit. Now check carefully. Number next is CRT, that is cathode ray tube. Already we have learned the detailed understanding of this particular topic as CRT. So what is given in short? Number first, a CRT consists of electron gun, deflection plate, assembly, and fluorescence screen. So already we have learned these topics. So electron gun consists of the heater, cathode, control grid, pre-accelerating anode, focusing anode, and accelerating anode. Electron gun produces a narrow and sharply focused electron beam that we are already learned in the focusing system of electron beam with the help of focusing anode and accelerating anodes. So already we have learned in previous topic. Number third, that these beam passes through vertical deflection plate and another horizontal deflection plates. The electron beam get deflected. So there are two pair of plates, vertical deflection plates and horizontal deflection plates, and that deflect the electron beam. That is the inside the cathode ray tube. And number four, when the electron beam is incident on the screen of the CRT, visual image of the vertical input signal can be observed. So we obtain the signal in a form of the visual image of vertical signal. So signal is appeared as visual image or waveform. Okay, number next, we have power supply, high voltage power supply used to operate the CRT. So we know about the voltage 33 kilovolt is required to operate CRT. Cathode ray tube require high voltage, and also low voltage section is used to supply electronic circuitry of the oscilloscope. So we have the variation in voltage. Accelerating voltage may be vary from 500 to 33 kilovolt, 33,000 volt. That is useful for the CRT, and low voltage also required for different small circuits of the CRO. Now number next is the role of time base in CRO. So there is a separate question may be asked in examination. Explain the necessity of the time base in CRO. So check carefully what we have given in the topic of necessity of time base in CRO. Now check carefully, time base signal generate in this particular waveform like this. Now in 11th standard, we learn the topic of UJT, unipolar junction transistor, in electronics paper number 2. So recall the concept of UJT, transistor, unipolar junction transistor. That topic we have to recall, and in that topic also we have the sawtooth generator. UJT act as sawtooth generator, and in that topic we have the diagram of circuit diagram like this, and we obtain waveform like this. So check carefully. To obtain waveform like the sawtooth, so this is a rising time, and this is the voltage fall. So we have two time, Ts sweep time and Tr retrace time, flyback becomes 0. So this will be the waveform as a sawtooth waveform. So check carefully what we have given. Time-based signal rises at linear rate from some minimum value to maximum value, and then returns suddenly to its original level. So there is a time required to go from minimum to maximum, and again maximum to minimum. So this can be obtained with the help of UJT as a time-based generator. Check carefully, we have positive supply, and that is with the help of R1 and R2, symbol of UJT, then variable resistance R, output that is across the capacitor C, and sink input here. So we have the sink input given to the base B2 of UJT, base B1 and B2 of UJT. So check carefully, with the help of this circuit we obtain waveform like this. So it is not like exactly the sawtooth, but rising time and again fall, rise and fall. Like this we obtain the output of UJT as a time-based generator, and that will be useful for the sweep in horizontal direction. So this will be the diagram. Already we have learned in 11th standard sawtooth generator using UJT, or UJT act as sawtooth generator. So that topic you can go through the paper number 2 and topic of transistors. So in that we have special transistor as a UJT, and in that we have understanding of UJT and application of UJT. We have sawtooth generator. That's same circuit we explain in 11th standard. So as a revision, we have the circuit as well as its waveform. Okay. So what we have given, the CRO usually display the vertical input waveform as a function of time. So CRO what display here? Vertical input waveform means input is given to vertical. So that act as input, vertical input, and that input waveform as a function of time. So x-axis is always taken as a time here, and accordingly the waveform will be observed. This require a horizontal deflection voltage that sweeps the CRT spot across the screen from left to right with a constant velocity. These sweep voltage is called time-based signal. So sweep voltage is called time-based signal, that already we have given in this. Sweep voltage is from minimum to maximum. So that is nothing but the time-based signal. Now when UJT is turned on, capacitor discharges through UJT as it provides low resistance path between E and B1. So this will be given low resistance path between E and B1 like this. So here we have goes on increasing voltage. And number next, the value of VE decreases to E minimum. At this value, UJT is turned off, therefore capacitor recharges. So again, we have the waveform generated with the help of this. So in short, we have taken only 2 points of the UJT as a the sawtooth generator. Only we taken 2 points. Check carefully. Number first point, when UJT is turned on, capacitor discharges through UJT as provide low resistance path between EB1, and the UJT, so the value of VE decreases. Value of VE decreases to E minimum. At this value, UJT is turned off. So there is on and off of UJT with the help of the charging and discharging of capacitance. So therefore, the capacitor will be recharges. This cycle of charging and discharging produces a sawtooth waveform. So already we have given the information where we have taken this particular understanding. So UJT act as sawtooth generator in 11th standard. Just before that, before this topic, you go through the concept of UJT and as well as used as a sawtooth generator. Then we have the better understanding, very easy understanding of these 2 lines. Now, number 7, variable control is used for continuous control of frequency by varying R and time per division. Control is used for charging C in steps to provide number of frequency range. So charging and discharging can be varied by resistance R as well as time per division. So this will be knobs are provided on front panel of CRO. So with the help of that, we can change the timing interval for charging and discharging, or the minimum to maximum and maximum to minimum. Okay, now we have the important part, how CRO display a waveform. So waveform can be displayed. So check carefully. Vertical diagram, we have one part is vertical input signal, Y input. So we have one signal as a sine wave signal. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. These are the points on vertical sine wave signal vary according to voltage. So these signal we have to generate on CRO. This signal we have to appear on CRO. So check carefully. So vertical signal, and here we have the horizontal time-based signal. So vertical is, we have written time-based T signal as X and vertical input signal as Y. So check carefully. Time-based signal, that is begin with suppose point A. So here is a voltage and here is time. So this will be goes on increasing. Voltage will be, as time increase, voltage goes on increasing like this. So this is move from one direction. So suppose A at that is voltage will be 0 times 0. V is equal to 0, T is equal to 0. And as the time increases 1 second or 1 millisecond, 2 millisecond, 3 second, 3 millisecond. So as time increases, voltage also goes on increasing. And that increasing voltage given to the horizontal deflection plates. And that horizontal deflection plate move the beam from left to right direction. So only the time base move the beam from left to right direction. So beam will go in left to right direction with the help of time base. Now input signal, that is positive means voltage goes on increasing, become maximum and decreasing. Now that voltage is given to Y. So deflection Y means vertical deflection. So vertical deflection plate get the voltage that is 0 to maximum. Voltage will go from A to suppose B. In diagram we have A to B, the voltage will goes on increasing. So increasing voltage is given to vertical plates, and because accordingly the beam will be go in vertical direction. Simultaneously beam move in horizontal direction also, and the beam move from minimum to maximum, that is from A to B, and the waveform appeared on screen. CRO screen will be display the waveform from A dash to B dash. Now check carefully. Now from B to C, the voltage will goes on decreasing. Voltage goes on decreasing, and that decreasing voltage given to the vertical plates, and so that the beam shows the deflection to the normal. B dash to C dash means it is on mean position, C dash. Now voltage will be reverses. C to D, the voltage will be negative. So negative voltage given to the plates. So the beam will deflected on other side. Suppose vertical means upward direction positive and downward direction negative. So beam go in downward direction, and it will display the waveform C dash to D dash, and horizontal will goes on increasing, that is from left to right direction like this. So the A to I horizontal time based generator, that will be continuously increasing. So these signal continuously deflect the beam from left to right, and the vertical just deflect in vertical direction, and accordingly that is the waveform will be observed on screen. So from D to E, sorry, D dash to E dash, there is again minimum negative to 0. So accordingly, as the input signal is appeared or display on CR screen as it is. This is by using vertical input signal, that is Y input, and X input. X input is directly given to the horizontal here, and that really goes on increasing, that is from left to right direction. So from left to right direction, beam display A dash, B dash, C dash up to I dash, and when it return from I dash to A, that is blank, or that remain blank, or with the help of blanking circuit. Again, it will display A dash to I dash blank, A dash to I dash blank, like this. So this is the understanding of how the CRO display waveform. Now what we have points we have to write down. To observe the waveform on screen, the signal to be observed should be applied to vertical plates, and a sawtooth or sweep voltage is applied to horizontal plates. Signal is given to vertical plates, and sawtooth or sweep voltage applied to horizontal plate already we have understood or we learn in the diagram. Now, number second, as the sawtooth voltage increases linearly with the time, the CRT spot move across the screen at a constant velocity from left to right. This part is important. As the sawtooth voltage increases linearly with time, CRT spot, cathode ray tube has electron spot, this illuminating spot, move across screen at a constant velocity from left to right direction. Number third, at the end of sweep time, so when the spot reach at right hand side, that is called end of the sweep time, sawtooth voltage suddenly drop to maximum value to 0. So sawtooth voltage suddenly drop to 0. Now if voltage is 0, then what happens? Check carefully number fourth point. The CRT spot move rapidly to the left hand side. Move rapidly to the left hand side, and at that time the spot is not visible. So spot only visible from left to right, and from right to left the spot will be invisible, and that come very fast rapidly. Okay. Now number next flip. The resultant motion of electron beam therefore produces a CRT display of vertical input signal as a function of time. The simultaneous application of deflection voltage of both sets of plates thus cause the CRT spot to retrace an image on screen. So it will continuously retrace the image on the screen of input signal. So in this way, we have the signal will be displayed on CRO. So there are 6 points. That 6 point we have to write down in examination in case of the how CRO display a waveform. Now check carefully. Now we have the next important topic as front panel view of CRO. So we have different types of CRO. Types of special purpose CRO are dual trace CRO, then dual beam CRO, then number third storage CRO. The information can be stored or waveform can be stored. Then number four sampling CRO, digital readout CRO. So we have a number of different types of CRO from which we have to discuss in detail. Number first, the dual trace CRO and its front panel view. We are going to understood each has special role. Each particular knob or the button has the role in case of the front panel of single beam dual trace CRO. So beam is single but dual trace, dual waveform, two waveform can be traced simultaneously. So because of that it is called dual trace CRO, and its front view will be look like this. So we have in practical lab this type of CRO which is single beam and dual trace CRO. So that we are going to learn in the next lecture. So in the next lecture we begin with the single beam dual trace CRO and its the front panel. We have number of points in that particular topic, and then we have the applications of CRO. So before that you go through the working of CRO. We have number of blocks of CRO. Just go through the lecture and try to understand the concept and write down your own notes using textbook as well as your presentation. Okay, thank you.